Hello, family, and welcome back to yet another episode of O to Behold with Camille Young. I am up in here. Do you hear me? Glad to be here. Look, hello to my Holy Rollers, new subscribers who have now joined the Holy Roller family, the O to Behold family. Welcome. Welcome to O to Behold with your girl, Camille Young. Look, so glad that everybody is here. Hope you enjoyed your 4th of July because I definitely did myself. And we're coming back off of this holiday. And we don't have another holiday for a few months, but thankful to God that all is well, or things are as well as they are, okay? I'll get to my announcements at the end, but we're going to jump and dive right into today's topic. It's a simplistic topic, but to me, it carries a lot of depth. Because of the world that we live in right now. Today's topic is common courtesy, not so common, okay? Common courtesy, not so common. I wanted to talk about this because I've noticed that things, I know in my generation and definitely the generations prior to me, we were taught certain things, certain courtesies, as common courtesies, things that you just naturally and normally do, and or you've been taught by your mother, your father, aunt, grandmother, whoever raised you, to have common courtesy practices. And I notice that people just don't do that anymore. They don't have that as a whole. You may have a few, but especially our newer, younger generations, and we have to blame ourselves because we haven't taught those common courtesies to the younger generation. So, they don't even know to do it because we haven't taught it or we haven't demanded it. I remember, riding in the car with my dad or whatever, or even with my mom. And, if you needed to get over in traffic, you would just kind of put your hand out to ask to be let over, and people will let you over. And then you would, do a thumbs up or, verbalize a thank you or nod or something to say thank you. People don't do that anymore. People are in such a rush, or they just are so selfish that they won't even let you over in traffic. You could have your blinker on and people will zoom past, won't even let you over. Even allowing trucks over. That's something that I do, not just as a common courtesy, but as a safety measure. Because if a truck needs to get over, and he's not allowed over, that could be it could cause a huge accident or cause something that could devastate your life or the life of other people. Common courtesies, y'all, just in traffic, saying thank you, common courtesies such as just saying, as I just said, saying the word thank you, not even just in traffic, but when people do something kind, especially if it's a random act of kindness or something that they didn't have to do, saying thank you and being appreciative of what somebody has done. People being thoughtful, giving you money or supporting you in some form or fashion, telling them, hey, I appreciate that. Returning a phone call because somebody did something kind for you, even with the kindness that has been bestowed upon me, as I continue to recover after the accident, people have been so thoughtful. People who I don't maybe know directly or have just had minimal contact with, but people with whom my family members know, my siblings know, they've been kind to me because of my connection to my siblings or connection to my parents. I've called people and said thank you. I've sent text messages saying thank you. I have thank you cards that I'm going to give out when I see people because of their acts of kindness. Common courtesy, saying yes ma'am and no ma'am. People don't even, it's yes and no, which some people don't require their children to do that. But I even say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir to my elders because I honor and respect those who have gone before me, who are older than I am. And it doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter But out of respect, I say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. And then some of you will even say, you ain't got to say that to me, but it's natural because that is what I was taught, that you respect those who go before you. You respect your elders. But y'all, let's get back to just being courteous. Let's just get back to being thankful and saying the words, thank you, I appreciate you. And I believe everybody's so worried about being self-made and making it on your own, that type of thing, that they don't have to go back and say thank you, or they don't have to tell anybody, feel like they owe anybody a thank you because somebody helped you along the way. Y'all, I did a video, it's been several months back, but it was called Need the Equalizer. Everybody needs somebody. Nobody made it on their own. Somebody, regardless of how small it may have seemed, that what they imparted to you, whether it was words of encouragement, whether it was an opportunity, whether it was a connect to an opportunity, whatever, somebody helped you along the way. And you needed somebody to give you that forward movement to be able to be where you are even today. Maybe they didn't give you $1 million, but maybe they connected you to somebody that has caused you to be more successful in your life. And at what point do you go back and tell that person, thank you, I appreciate it, I appreciate you, I appreciate what you did for me? All right, let's get back to the common courtesies in life. If you see somebody that's in traffic and they're turning signals on, and you're able, I'm not saying create an accident, no, but if you're able to let a person over, let them over. If somebody lets you over in traffic, give them a nod or wave your hand, say thank you for doing those things, and say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. That's not, when people talk about that being slavery, no, that's respect for your elders. Okay? Use those terms to show a level of respect. All right? All right, let's get back to those common courtesies, you guys. We've got to do that. We have got to do that because it's becoming a lost art, and that's why we're finding that the generations behind us don't respect, even when it comes to, there was a level of respect when it came even to the criminal element. People didn't smoke on your church property or curse around elders, or people that they respected or at church, didn't do things to church property. When you were around older people, you minded what you said and what you did because you respected them. Drug dealers didn't sell to children. People didn't harm children and women, those type of things. They didn't harm those who were in the community who were trying to be positive, or didn't allow certain kids to join certain gangs or to get involved in criminal activity because they saw that child had a future. Those things don't, there is no respect anywhere in anything anymore. And again, it's our fault. We have to go back and take accountability for what we didn't do, for not instilling those values into young people, y'all. So we've got to do a better job of instilling common courtesy values, as well as values around certain things you just don't do. And it's sad that the world has come to a place where, as I talked about this in a previous video, where parents drink with their kids. They allow their children to curse at them and around them. They don't say yes, ma'am, no, you, ma'am to them. They watch foul things, on television with their children. You club with your children. You do all these things with your children. How do we expect anything better from our children when we do the exact same things that they do? Okay? And you want somebody to respect you. You want your child to respect you, but you use foul language with them and allow them to use it with you, and you drink with them and you party with them. Y'all, that's not that's not teaching them anything but the wrong thing. It's teaching them something, but it's teaching them the wrong things. If they don't honor and respect you as a parent, who am I to them in the street? I'm nobody to them, okay? So let's grow up so that our children can be children, but we can be the adult and train the children in the way that they should go and in the things that they should do. Okay? All right. We've got to do a better job of that. You know, I'm on here way longer than I had planned. I had hoped for this to be a shorter interview, a shorter time for us to connect. But, you know, I just had to get this out, y'all. We've got to be common, make common courtesy more common. Okay? Make it more common, not less common. Let's make it more common. All right? All right. Well, look, that's all I got for you on today. I hope this encouraged you to do something different in your interactions with people that you don't know, and even more especially the ones that you do know. Okay. All right. So look, the early bird price has gone for the LTY Women's Retreat that's coming up, but you yet can still sign up for the LTY Women's Retreat. Go to our website at www.ltywomens.retreat.org. It'll be down in the description for you to go there and register for the LTY Women's Retreat. Okay? I hate you missed the discounted price. It was there for about 4 months. And I was reminding you, so that price is now gone, and it's gone up. It has. But we still want you there. We still want you to register. And it's not so high that you can't afford it or anything. But, you know, you had the opportunity to do early bird, but for whatever reason you did not. But go ahead and register for the LTY Women's Retreat. We're planning marvelous, marvelous things. If you have a youth or a young person, young lady from 13 to 17, get her to register as well, so you all can come together, because we have a teen edition happening for the retreat. All right, don't forget to get your book, Oh to Behold, The Power of Self-Love and Walking in Your God-Given Purpose. Get your book today. Go to my website at www.ohtbewhole.com. Okay, you can get your book and you can order t-shirts. So if you need to contact me even about speaking engagements, I have another one, one that went well. It went really well with Tammy Scott. I thank God for that opportunity. And then I have one coming up in November. I may have one coming up before then, but I definitely have one coming up in November. So I'm excited about the things that are happening in my life. I have another event that's happening in August. I'll be telling you more about that in the coming days. It's free of charge. It's a health education community fair. So look, I'll be telling you about that. And Cardio Combo with Camille is coming back, just not quite ready physically yet, but we'll be back at sooner than later. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, God bless.